Hello and welcome to the first ever episode of Two Brothers Together 10 Years Apart. My name is Mylo Liorentas and I'm joined by my half-brother who is 10 years younger than me, Lucas Rolls. Say hi, Lucas.
Hello.
Today we're going to be doing some fun gaming trivia. We're going to see how much each other know. We've both done games for many years now, but because there's a 10-year age gap between us, there's going to be some differences in what we both know about gaming. So it'll be interesting to see who does better out of the two of us. I think that I might have an edge because of my years, but I also have not been actively gaming as much as he has recently. So today we're actually just going to be searching up video game trivia and seeing what options show up, and we'll both be competing, not video game trivia, it's not video game options, trivia, and seeing what options show up. Let's see.
Some things.
Any of these strike your fancy, Lukai?
Scroll back up. I think I may have seen something.
I mean, this one's got 298 plus best video games trivia questions and answers.
That sounds good.
We'll just give it a try, and if it's bad, we'll move on to another one.
Let's start the quiz.
Before we start, do you think you're gonna win, or do you think I'll win?
I think I like you said earlier, you have quite good years of experience,
Yes.
but I think I've caught up within the short of my life has been short, but I've used those quite a bit of gaming.
Yes.
So it's
That is a
pretty
skill
hard
set
to
of
tell.
yours.
It's pretty hard to tell. You'll be better at the slightly older ones, I think, though.
Yes. Oh, this is quite nice. You've actually got the question and then the blurred out answer. Although I wish they did not have the answer. Apparently, just you can see how long the answer is. But let's get started. Question one.
No, we haven't started the quiz. We need to press the button.
You think I should press the button?
Press the button.
Okay.
Now we start the quiz.
Oh, we've actually got 4 options. That's
Yeah.
lovely. All right. What kind of sport is played on the Gran Turismo video game series? Now, I think
Racing.
we have a bit of knowledge in this because we watched the movie.
Good point. Good point.
However, you're definitely right that it's racing. Well, was it motocross or
It's racing. Motocross is motorbikes.
Gotcha. Nice. Correct.
Easy.
It's 1 point so far. We're not necessarily competing in
There's
this
only
one.
20 questions, so
Unless you want to do back and forth, where we each
can do
answer a
back and-
question.
Yeah, we can do back and forth.
Okay, well, you answered the last question correctly. It's a point for you. It's on to me now. I know this one, obviously, though.
The character Bowser is the primary antagonist of what series? Well, I feel like we both know this.
Donkey Kong. It's Mario, of course. Love me some Mario. Alright, it's over to Lucas's turn. Which company released the iconic video game Donkey Kong?
It was either Sega or Nintendo.
So you've limited the options down to 2.
Why did it have Ford there? There's not really much.
They could have thrown you off with Ford. We got Sega and Nintendo as his main 2 options.
Nintendo, because it had Mario in it. Nintendo.
Okay, he's putting in Nintendo. That's another correct answer, so another point for Lucas there. It's up to me to tie him.
What was the video game character Mario's original profession?
This one's a funny one because I think initially Mario was more based around his profession. These days, I wouldn't be surprised if people did not know Mario's profession. However,
His profession was actually in the movie.
in the movie, which I didn't watch,
Oh.
so the answer is plumber, and the easy way to remember it is there's a lot of pipes in the video games. The green pipes, plumbing. Oh!
Wait, what? I thought
Wow.
it was
Mario, the iconic video game character created by Nintendo, was initially depicted
carpenter.
as a carpenter in his debut appearance. It wasn't until in the 1983 game that it was reimagined as a plumber.
with his brother.
There you go. I mean, hey, they got me. You're in the lead, Lucas, 2-1. Apparently some new knowledge is overtaking old knowledge at the moment. Which developer produces the StarCraft, Hearthstone, and Overwatch games? You've got 4 options here, Lucas.
It's definitely not Nintendo.
Yep. See, crossing out answers is helpful too, because if you have to make a guess, at least you can make an educated one.
It's not Valve because they made Portals.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it's Riot Games.
Yep.
It could be Blizzard, but I feel more Riot Games, so let's go with that.
We are locking in Riot Games. It's incorrect. It was
It
in
was
fact
Blizzard.
Blizzard. You made an incorrect 50-50 guess.
Okay, well, yeah, I'm still one ahead.
It's still
So,
2-1 right now.
which developer released the Street Fighter game in the 1980s?
It's all about kung fu fighting. Yeah. It's not Nintendo.
Why do they keep bringing that back?
Because that might be a default answer for a lot of people who aren't familiar with games. With that being said, aside from Nintendo, I do not recognize any of these other companies. Konami does sound vaguely familiar. I think I've heard that before.
Like they did make this game actually. I don't know.
And then Capcom and SNK, either of them. I think Capcom sounds a little bit too like a computer company, so I'm not really believing that. SNK could stand for something. I'm going to go with Konami, but that could be incorrect.
Oh, what was it?
It was
Capcom.
Capcom. There you go.
Okay.
I'm actually flopping quite badly here. This is a little bit embarrassing at this point. Oh, this is a good question. Which skateboarder has a video game series named after him?
It's not Mario.
There will be a Mario answer or Nintendo answer every single one of these.
Something tells me it's Tony Hawk. I've heard that name so many times. I don't know what he does, but let's look in Tony Hawk.
Yeah. Okay. So a bit of a guess, but a very educated one there.
Oh,
Congratulations! It's correct. He's now up 3-1. This is getting a little bit bad. Need to
fine.
represent for us people in our 20s.
Gen Z needs to represent and fight Gen Alpha.
Gen Z versus Gen Alpha here. Another question
Which
for
game
me.
series features the Master Chief? Okay, well I know this. Do you know this?
Super Mario. No, not Super Mario. We've got Destiny, Halo, Call of Duty. Master Chief. I've definitely heard the term Master Chief before. I do not believe it's Destiny. I believe that's a different concept. You're giving me a little assistance there. You're like, it's not. No, it's definitely not Destiny.
Of course, it's not Destiny.
Halo of Call of Duty. I'm going to lock in Call of Duty. Halo.
Yeah, Halo does have Master Chief.
You know what? I think our dad would actually be upset about us getting that one wrong because he actually did play Halo.
By 343 Industries and Bungie.
Wow. The more you know. Alright, now we're still 3-1. Lucas has a chance to get up to 4-1. What is the name of the developers of the Halo series?
It's Bungie.
Bungie?
It's Bungie. Well, they were the original developers anyways.
Correct. Did they say that in the last question answer?
They did, but I already knew it was
You already knew it. I trust that you already knew it. But that's poor design on Trivia Nerd.
But they did buy... But 343 Industries did end up buying it. So...
Yes. Awesome. It's over to me. It's 4-1 now. Let's see how I go.
Which video game publisher is behind the Call of Duty series?
Not Nintendo. Electronic Arts, which is EA.
Oh, I know this one.
Activision and Ubisoft.
I know this one.
I don't believe it's Activision. It's EA or Ubisoft. I don't remember hearing a lot because EA is obviously quite controversial. A lot of people.
EA Sports. It's in the game.
A lot of people don't like EA for several reasons. I believe that it could be then Ubisoft because I haven't heard as much negativity surrounded by the Call of Duty series.
It is Activision.
Activision.
I have a strong feeling it was Activision. You're not doing very good at this, Mark.
I'm actually doing quite poorly in this right now, which is
Look at this,
a bad
50%
sign.
correct.
50% correct.
You've gotten
4
one
of
right.
which have been you, 1 of which is me.
I think I've gotten 1 wrong so far.
This is actually becoming a bit humiliating. Anyway, moving on. Activision sounds more like something like activewear. You know, someone would work out in Activision.
Yeah, good point.
Alright, what is the nickname of Marcus Persson, creator of Minecraft?
It's not.
You sure it's not Jeb?
No.
Yes, I know. Jeb, I think, is a person who ran for president, so definitely not them. Bricklayer would be an interesting nickname. Yes, absolutely correct. Notch.
When you said Jeb, I was actually considering it there for a second and like, no, it's not. What are you talking?
I wouldn't throw you off like that. No.
Because in the game, you can call things Jeb and something special will happen. So, what is the name of the company Marcus Persson sold the rights to Minecraft in 2014? Okay, well, I know this. Don't know if you do.
Yes. Again, it's strange some of the options they give us here. Did anyone think that McDonald's would be owning Minecraft? I do know the answer to this one. It is Microsoft. $2.5 billion sale, and that was by a
Yeah.
game that he created. I think it's very inspirational, the idea that you at home can be able to create a game and sell it for such a high amount of money.
Yeah.
If only we were that smart. Anyway, moving on. Which company created the original Paperboy game?
Okay, well, it's definitely not Ford. I
Ford
don't.
has showed up twice now, though.
I don't. Why would a car company make a game called Paperboy? I think it's Atari.
Atari. Okay.
So we're looking that. Oh,
Good
look
job.
at that.
So we're now on 6 correct for you, or just 5? I think it's 6 for you.
I think it's
6 for you and 2 for me.
Yeah, because I got 11 right, which is the fifth one. Which company is behind the experimental project in Assassin's Creed?
Assassin's Creed was experimental? Or do they mean it's a project that's within Assassin's Creed?
Which company is behind the experimental project in
Assassin's Creed. Okay, so I was about to say I didn't think Assassin's Creed was that experimental. No offense to any Assassin's Creed fans out there.
Okay, well, it's pretty obvious which one is not behind it.
Google! Let's see. Animus Corp, Abstergo, or Templar Industries?
Warhammer 40k reference?
Is it?
Templar.
It could be. Animus Corp or Abstergo?
What could it be?
Abstergo is calling to me, so I think I'm going to be
Abstergo?
going with Abstergo.
Okay, you are correct.
Wow, I actually got another one right. We are doing
Yeah,
quite well currently.
That is good. It's a 6-2.
I'm at least doing better than I initially was. It's an improvement for sure.
It is quite the improvement.
I think the next question, who are we on to? It's a question for you.
Yes.
What is the name of the American augmented reality developer responsible for Pokemon Go?
It's Hold on, I have the app on my device here. I'm pretty sure it's Niantic. It's definitely not Nintendo. It's definitely not Ingress Labs. I don't remember if it was Niantic Labs.
It is surprising that they've got both written down, because that is such a similar concept that you'd think that it'd be too similar. Like if someone wrote down Niantic and it was Niantic Labs, is that incorrect? According to this, it is.
Look, I don't know. We're going with Niantic.
Okay, locking
Hopefully
in
I'm pronouncing
Niantic.
that right. Phew.
Congrats. Interesting they added labs there for no reason, that the fake answer was Niantic Labs.
Oh.
I believe that puts you up to 7, is that correct?
C.
C. I think you've only gotten 1 wrong.
Yeah, I've gotten 1 wrong.
Oh.
Okay, which company developed the classic social game Farmville?
My familiarity with Farmville begins and ends with one of my grade 8 classmates playing it instead of doing work. So I can't say that I have a lot of familiarity actually playing Farmville. No, it's not Nintendo. I don't believe it's Supercell. Zynga actually is calling to me in this one, but it also could be Playfish. I do associate Playfish more so with poker games, though. That's what I thought in my head. So I am going to be locking in Zynga.
You are correct.
Bazinga! I am indeed correct. Became immensely popular on Facebook, as are AR images now.
Yeah.
Go.
Okay, my turn.
What video game publisher is behind the game series Call of Duty?
Didn't we already do this?
I did think we had.
It's Activision. Looking that in.
I'm just going to give this one a thumbs down, so hopefully they fix that. Mike Oberman, you might want to proofread your questions before you put them on the internet. Next! Right, question for me.
In what gaming console can you play Crisis Core Final Fantasy?
Crisis Core Final Fantasy. It is not the Nintendo DS.
You have a lot of experience with the DS.
I grew up on a Nintendo DS.
I do not even know what the PSP is, and I think we have an Atari here.
Yes, I don't believe it's Atari. PlayStation 3 makes the most sense to me, but perhaps it's too obvious an answer. It could definitely be whatever this PSP is, but I will be... Well, PS, is that a PlayStation P? PlayStation Play?
It might just mean the first PlayStation.
No, they wouldn't do it like that, I don't believe. I'm going to go PlayStation 3.
It is
PlayStation
Portable.
Portable, released in 2007.
Okay, well, it's still PlayStation.
It is PlayStation. That is it. There you go. Was it meant to compete with the DS?
I'd
Perhaps?
say so, actually.
A
'Cause
portable
it
device.
was released in
something takes with- yeah.
2007, so...
You know, I think we're learning quite a lot tonight.
My turn.
Yeah, my turn to ask you a question.
Yes.
Which company released the Turbo Express in 1990?
It's not whatever NEC is. Don't know if it's Sony or Sega. If I... Three answers... Well, there's four, but three of them that are probably actually it.
1 in 3 odds here. Not good odds, but you are, I believe, in such a lead that I can't beat you, even if you got this wrong, and I got my last one right. So you don't have to worry too much.
You know what? Let's just look in Sony, because we can. My second one is Atari.
It was
is
NEC.
TurboGrafx 16.
There you
A
go.
handheld gaming console released in 1990 for
Very
one of the
impressed.
first portable systems capable
yeah.
of playing this same games as a home console counterpart.
Impressive that they were able to have the handheld gaming console so early on, because
Yeah.
it takes time to develop something that isn't connected and plugged in. That's why it took a while for controllers to be disconnected. They always used to be plugged into the systems as well.
Last question. In what gaming console can Helix, a music video game, be played? Is it the Wii, the PlayStation 3, Xbox 360, or Atari 2600?
Never
Jeez.
heard of Helix. A music video game's a bit confusing to me.
Geez, nostalgia here. What is this? Really old. Well,
Not really
PS3
old. The last
isn't
one was
that old.
1990.
Good point.
Wii,
3 isn't that old.
PlayStation 3, Atari 2600, 2600, and Xbox 360. I'm feeling like it could be Xbox
I feel like
360.
it could be
I don't
any of
believe
them.
it's Wii.
It could
I
be any of them.
do not
honestly.
believe it's Atari. I'm going to go Xbox 360.
Oh, it was
The Wii. A rhythm-based music video game.
That makes sense. Exclusively for the Nintendo Wii console in 2000.
Interesting. So it's
That
a
makes
similar
sense.
concept to Just Dance then.
Yeah, good point.
Okay. Let's see
Final
these
results.
final results.
60% correctly.
Yeah, and then here we go, answers. So every odd number is a question for you, and every even number was a question for
Okay,
me.
so I got that one right. You got
this
that
one
right. I got that right.
I did get this one incorrect, which I own. You got this
I
one.
got that one incorrect.
Up to here, it was still 2-1 your way, and then it became 3-1 your way.
I
Then it
can't
became
believe you didn't get
4-1
Halo.
your way. Then it became 5-1 your way. Then it became 5-2. Then it became 6-2, 6-3, 7-3, 7-4, 8-4. So we end the game on an 8-4. Lucas got all but two of his questions right, which is very impressive.
I completely doubled what you got.
Yes. Good job, Lucas.
Okay.
I think that's probably all we have time for today, but thank you for checking out the inaugural episode of Two Bros Together 10 years apart. As always, hope you had fun listening and enjoying in with us, and we'll see you next time. Bye bye.
See you.